welcome back into the White Sox franchise episode 13. We're getting into spring training of season 2 as we start out here just looking through the lineups. We're gonna get some gameplay here with a lot of guys. Gonna do a lot of player lock games. Gonna get into a couple different pitching games as well. I'll see if there are any critical situations that I can jump into. But this spring training, we're gonna do a lot of prospects, player lock games. So that'll be fun. We get to see different players, how they play. But I'm looking forward to getting into this. We're gonna start out here with a game with our first round pick from last season, Ramon Ornelas. And they just completely switched all of my lineups. So, time to do these lineups again. That's very, very annoying, because I just had them with basically all of the prospects getting opportunity. Jose De Paula will get some as well during this. But, let's see. Move Curtis Mead to second base. Colton Wong can come out for Jacob Gonzalez. Who else do we want? We had Gavin Sheets getting some time. Let's see. Put him in for Jake Berger. We switch defensively. Scaino is now in. Alright. And this is just about the lineup that I wanted. We are forgetting Ramon Ornelas. Oh, gonna definitely be playing him. Let's see who he takes. He will take De Paula's at-bats for now, but we're definitely going to get into a couple games with De Paula as well. Let's see, but that looks better for me. Let's now do the other lineup, as all of them seem to have reset, unfortunately. Make sure everybody is getting opportunity, especially the young guys. Let's see. A younger outfielder, Olivares, slot up. Let's see. Iglesias, who can play DH. Ellis against lefties, he'll need some time. And then I'll probably put him in the outfield as well. So Edward Olivares will DH against lefties. Potentially, we have a few other guys. Gilbert Sanchez. We brought in Cesar Hernandez. We'll let him DH against lefties. Curtis Mead will go up in the lineup. But that is gonna do for those lineups. But let's get into a game with our first round pick from last season, Ramon Ornelas, starting at a 69 overall. Right fielder, he's a lefty hitter, righty thrower. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays, especially against a high-level arm here in Shane Bieber.
Welcome into Team Caulfield. Spring training baseball coming your way.
Spring training games are always very fun to get into. We get to see a lot of different arms, a lot of different players. And we'll see if we can get anything going here with Ramon Ornelas.
First pitch coming your way.
As we see our squad there looking to have a better season than last year, have some more development.
All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this
And now against the Guardians, we have Michael Kopech. He is able to get a clean first inning, and now we see Ramon Ornelas in his first at-bat. Has a nice little stance there. I customized his equipment a little bit, gave him an arm sleeve just to add some flair to him. I feel like a lot of these prospects come in super dull, as we're behind on that fastball at 92 from Bieber. But kind of a slow swing. It'd be nice if he can be quick to the ball. It's gonna be a lot of different guys getting player lock games today between Jacob Gonzalez, Curtis Mead, we got Jose De Paula, and then maybe a couple pitchers as well. We go a few innings with, see how they work. As we look to have a decent spring training, see a lot of different players. As in the first at bat, Ornelas gets under the fastball and pops it. That'll be is out. Now we get to play in the field. He's good in the field, doesn't have a great arm though. As we'll try to develop that a little bit more as he goes through the system. One out now in the third. And it stays that way as Jose Ramirez looks to drive in this run against Kopech. Already given one up. And he's going to fly that. You get to see Ornelas throw it to third. That'll get there eventually, but that's not too bad. We'll hit the cutoff man basically any time we throw with him, it seems, as now Tristan McKenzie step. That's a tough 1-2 after Shane Bieber comes out. Now Tristan McKenzie comes in. Behind on that fastball at only 93. Quick 0-2 though, trying to get the first base hit of spring training with Ornelas.
Stays alive.
Just behind again, hits it hard though. Doesn't seem like he's very quick to the ball with this swing. As he gets plunked. As we get a leadoff base runner now, and Curtis Mead steps to the plate. 63 speed, so he could definitely swipe a bag here and there. McKenzie, pitch, we're going to try and steal. And we are going to make it in as Ornelas gets his first stolen base of spring training. We get to see the wheels a little bit. And now in a spot to get driven in by Curtis Mead. As he puts it to second, play is made, and we got one out here in the bottom of the fourth. But Evan Carter now, ground out in the first inning for him. See if he's able to drive us in. Fouled off. 1-2 still. McKenzie is a very, very good pitcher. The Guardians always seem to develop pitchers super well. So they're going to be a tough opponent, even if they don't have the most formidable lineup. And now Evan Carter gets it. 2 runners hit this inning. Now first and third. One out. Gavin Sheets will try not to ground into a double play. But 1-1 count.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Let's see if we are able to get a run in here. Gavin Sheets takes that one. Strike on the swing and miss. Looking around the ballpark a little bit as Tristan McKenzie throws the... And that will set down Gavin Sheets. 2 outs. And Addison Barger, who had a hit in his first at-bat. We like to see that. 3-1. First and third. Barger flies that one. One comes in, catches that, and end of the fourth inning with no runs, 2 left on. Gene Segura now hits against Jake Eder, and man on second already with a leadoff double, it seems. And that'll loop in. We are going to get to that. 1 out. Thought that was going to be dropping in. And now Ornelas hits against Logan Allen here in the bottom of the 6th. Watching that one come in for a strike. Not too great against lefties, only 50 contact.
Next off.
Ah, I was right there. It was right there. Disappointing as we foul that one off. 72 vision though gives him the opportunity to hit well against both sides. Watching that one low, he'll have a good chance to get on base a good amount, as we'll see how he does through AAA this season.
It's a good take.
Double or AAA, we'll see. I like having full season stats, so having him be a 69 kind of makes sense for him to be in AAA. As fouls that one off.
Kicks and deals.
And that one is outside. A full count has been worked. And the 1-2. Oh, the full count is swung on and missed.
Fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around.
White Sox making
and Ornelas will get hit for in the 8th inning. We will watch the rest of this game out. And Hollowell, former teammate, will be pitching in the 9th. Gives up a solo shot to Brian Rocchio to start the inning. Grounder, pinch hitter. But I think we'll just go to the bullpen here. We'll let Brad Boxberger give up a 2-run home run. Great job out of our bullpen. And we will end there. 6-1 loss to start our spring training. No hits for Ramon Ornelas. Curtis Mead, Tim Anderson, Andrew Benintendi all get a hit. As after that spring training game, we'll sim a few games and then jump into this against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's see, we will player lock against Ryan Nelson with Addison Barger here. Getting our first player lock game with Barger, hitting .333 so far over 4 games. We are 0-4, so great sign right there. But we got people just not hitting well, it seems, so I might be switching up the lineup after a couple games, give the veterans more of an opportunity to get ready for the season. 0-4 right now, going into this game against the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll going out to right field. He's going to be a problem for years to come. Signed a very team-friendly deal for the Diamondbacks, so he is there for the next 8 years. So the Diamondbacks have something in him. He will probably win Rookie of the Year this year. Had a very nice year. I want to see him steal more bases, especially with the speed that he has. But now in with Addison Barger here against Ryan Nelson. As we'll watch that one come in for a strike. He is 3 for 9 so far in spring training with the home run. And that is going to be a ground ball right to second base. Easy out. And that'll end the first inning. Has 2 runners left on. And we have Jordan Holloway going for us in his first spring training start. Here we are trying to turn double play. Vital Marte rips. That one is caught, and the play is made over there by Vizcaino. Tagging the runner out, and we got 2 outs now. Now Arizona has 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Barger with a runner on second, an opportunity to drive him in. Oh ho ho. Just under that. Just didn't get the PCI there, really. Very disappointing. So Barger's gonna fly out. And another fielding opportunity here. This one in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runners on. That one's grounded. Barger, the throw to first, is back in time, and that'll end that inning.
On 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the White Sox nothing.
And that will do. Into the bottom of the fourth now for the next play to, or the next fielding appearance. Kike Hernandez for the Diamondbacks. Hits that one up the middle. Barger goes to his left, makes a nice play. Nice throw to first base. And that was a nice play ranging to his left. Barger now 0 for 2 on the day. Trying to get base hit every single time there's been a runner on second at least. And starting the at-bat, high fastball taken.
Hey, come on now.
Trying to drive something in, get our first base hit with them. Just late on that. 46 clutch, 48 power, 49 vision. Not great, but okay. Definitely as they progress. I should have left that go. No way you're getting to that. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but
and there's one out now. And Barger's gonna be 0 for 3 on the day. Edwin Rios steps to the plate. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. And that's hit hard up the middle. Ball thrown to first, and there goes the 6th inning.
So digging in, Enrique Hernandez.
And now Kike again. Hollowell back pitching. And that's not hit too hard. Barger to his right makes the play. Goes a beam on over to first.
So they're making a move for
and now Cesar Hernandez is gonna hit for Barger against the lefty. And I guess I'll take that. I guess I'll hit here and then just not in time. Didn't get up the middle. That's gonna be an easy out. And into the 9th inning.
They trail it here.
And then we're gonna go to the bullpen as well. Let's see, has anybody not pitched yet? Let's see, so looks like Gregory Santos I'll use, even a sit down Boxberger. And fly out by Tony Kemp. Lourdes Gurriel gets pinch hit for by Seth Beer, who pops up. Christian Torren hits for Luke Voigt, and he pops out. And then for us, Olivares, we will have Oscar Colas. Yes, we're going to have Oscar Colas hit for him. And Paul Sewald comes in. A strikeout. Vizcaino going to get a pinch hit for by Colton Wong. He hits a single. Jacob Gonzalez. I'm gonna bring in, I think, Yon Moncada. He strikes out. And then Sebi Zavala. I'll use Carlos Perez. And he will get a single. And now Alec Thomas here against Paul Sewald. Let's see who we have on the bench. I think Alec Thomas is the way to go. Gonna let him swing away. He strikes out. That will end the ball game. And a 3-0 ball game. 7 hits for us. Olivares, Sheets, Jacob Gonzalez, Curtis Mead with 2. And that's gonna drop us to 0-5 on the season, and that will bring some lineup changes. As I want our guys to get playing time, but I don't want them to do badly. So, let's see. Or Ramon Ornelas still doesn't have a hit. So we'll bring in Benintendi to play right field. We'll just move him to left. Curtis Mead hitting .231. Let's see. Vizcaino not hitting well. Jacob Gonzalez only at a 200. So we will also let Jake Berger get those at-bats. But looks like I'll do the same with the lefty lineup. Jake Berger, 2 for 3 on the season. Ornelas will come out for Benintendi. I'll also look to get Gavin Sheets some plate appearances against righties. Andrew Vaughn will play first. Tim Anderson, we can just let him chill on the bench basically. But I think those changes were definitely needed. But let's get into another player lock game, this time against the Reds. And we're going to be using Evan Carter. He's hitting 250 so far. And we see for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz hitting 500 so far. Jake Fraley a 308. Matt McLean a 313. But everybody else is struggling a little bit. So maybe they need a lineup change as well. As Evan Carter will hit here. No RBIs yet, 690 OPS, so hasn't really got an opportunity to drive in runs. And we are going to start the bottom of the first, down 3-0 as well. As a nice circle change there by Hunter Green. One of the guys that's been throwing 100 since high school. Highly touted, eventually came up over the last couple of years. And so far in the 2023 season, he's trying to find his stuff a little bit more, doing better than other seasons. As Evan Carter pops that up, we just get under that. Play made by left field, and that will be the end of the first inning. But my goal for this season is kind of to be one of the worst teams in baseball. Being able to bring in some talent, have some talent leave, that'll end up helping us now just be a little bit more competitive. Because I don't want to be the Oakland A's of 2023 winning 40 games. But I also want to maybe only win like 70 or so to get a decent draft pick, especially with the bonus allotment that we have. It's not really going to always be that high. So we got to hopefully have a higher draft pick so we can know more about scouting wise and etc. But now bases loaded in the top of the third for Jesse Winker against Kopech, and that's going to do some damage. And we hopefully get him at third, and we do, but that will be 2 runs more for the Reds on a Jesse Winker opposite field single. Evan Carter gets an out, does not get the outfield assist. And now, bottom of the third, Hunter Green still in there, and on second. We will watch that one go outside. Carter was 0 for 3 without a strikeout in his last game. 1-0. Oof. A really nice pitch on the inner corner. That's a tough place to hit. Ooh, a nice circle change there, changing speeds. PCI is kind of all over the place right now. And that's just an awful at bat. Still trying to get a base knock here. And now Trace Thompson, former Chicago White Sox last season. And he'll get a base knock against his former club. We wish him all the best over there in the National League. But we'd prefer him not to do damage against us. But Davis Martin now in for the 6th inning. And that's gonna be a hard base hit for Jonathan India. We'll throw it to third. He won't advance. 2 runners on, 2 outs now, 3-run lead. And now Brandon McKay. Somebody I'm always interested in bringing in. He has the 2-way ability, and he doesn't ever get the 2-way opportunities in the show. So it's always something I want to do.
Foul ball
Oh
there.
my God! What am I
You know,
doing?
these White
It's right
Sox
there.
digging into their
What am I?
numbers have to be happy
Oh
with
my
the swings
goodness!
they
I'm
take.
late on
High
everything.
extra base hits on the stat sheet
But
so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand
I'm
really
lit.
well.
Nah. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Flashes the left
Oh
with a running
my
catch.
goodness! I'm struggling right now.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Colton Wong.
But
Runner on first and one
we'll hit
out.
here with Colton Wong, 8-3 game. Emilio Pagan. We have a man on first.
Hit on the ground to the right
As
side.
we are just not able to drive anything so far today. Oh, absolutely gross. But we'll bring in none of these guys. I think De Los Santos should get some opportunity. He has not pitched so far in spring training. I'm gonna sim. He gets the 1-2-3. And for us, we have a 1-2-3 bottom of the ninth. And that's 0-6 for us. We go to. Very disappointing. Jake Fraley hits a 3-run home run in the first inning to get them going. And we're going to play this game against the Brewers. We're going to maybe do a start with one of our prospects. As we get 2 wins here, back-to-back in the middle of the week. James Paxton has a good session, and then Davis Martin does well. But let's check here. Benintendi hitting .556 in 18 at-bats, so he's slotted into that starting lineup so far and done very well in the spring training. But same thing with Gavin Sheets. Holy shnikes, .476, 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, good for him. Addison Barger, he might need to come out, and then we'll get Jacob Gonzalez maybe some more run. And then Jose De Paula, gonna let him play for, let's see, who was it? Olivares. Andrew Vaughn is struggling, but he's doing okay driving runs in. As we're gonna get into this next game with Jose De Paula, I think. After we do a pitching start, I have to see. There we go. Let me see who has stamina. Pitching wise. I mean, let's do a Jake Eder. We're going to see how he does over a few innings, as he will take Jordan Holloway's spot in the starting rotation for a few days. But into this game against the Brewers, 7-2 during spring training, so good for them. Christian Yelich, .333. Christian Walker, a .316. He hits lefties well. As we will try to improve our record here in spring training. Hopefully get 3 decent innings out of Eder.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against
As the Brewers look to continue their hot spring training.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
But right into this we go, as Eder takes the mound. Had limited opportunity last year. 5 innings, 5 ERA, 5 hits, 1 whip though. So that's something, at least that might be a good sign. As Bryce Turang will step in to start for the Brewers.
Ready to go now? This is Bryce Turang.
And we'll start out with a strike there. Good pitch, fouled away. And that's fouled on the curveball. 0-2 count pretty quickly, as we'll try to set down Bryce Turang.
And 1-2.
Oh, good pitch. Very close by Eder, not getting the call.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Ball boy goes to get that foul ball. What? Header, a good changeup right there, sets down Terang, and we have one out to start the game.
Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's going to be Garrett Mitchell. First offering misses the
And
mark.
that's going to be a little bit low. Ball one.
The bit behind with that.
That is swung through as well. And a 1-1 pitch here. One out.
Next pitch
And that's going to be left by Garrett Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell is also somebody I'm always interested in kind of bringing on, but his vision, discipline, some of those are just so low that I don't know how he can make it back from it. As that's going to be left up, a full count now. Curveball is fouled off. 3-2, trying to set down Mitchell, and not able to there as we walk him.
It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now Yelich steps in.
And that's in there for strike one.
Throws the curveball in. Two-time batting title, having a good spring training, hitting .333. Gonna throw that curveball again.
Swing and a miss.
Swung on and missed. Okay.
Here's the pitch.
And 0-2. Garrett Mitchell on the move and fouled that off.
One down now, one down.
And the 1-2. Or the 0-2 now. High fastball is swung and missed, and that's a strikeout. Number 2 for Eder. Strikes out Yelich on the inner fastball. Nice mechanics there as we see.
Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that
And now
guy.
we have
And
2 outs now. Willie Adames started out with a changeup. Oh my goodness. I guess I didn't really move it much, so. Nice pitch. And 0-1 now. Runner on the move. The throw down not in time, as 97 speed will definitely do that. 21 miles an hour.
Yeah, with StatCast's help,
As we see that acceleration from him as soon as he gets off the first step.
He really made his
Up.
athleticism
1-1 pitch. Way outside of the curve. 2-1. And that's hit down the line. Foul. 2-2. We'll try to set down Willie Adames. Not able to with that inside fastball. Full count. As Willie Adames hits it well out to right field. Goes on over, makes the play.
Brewers strand one. Now it's the White Sox.
Into the bottom of the first.
And welcome back. And here's the
And we are able to get 2 runs of support there by our offense. Very nice way to start the afternoon. As Eder gets a borderline low pitch called for a strike. Comes right back at Contreras, who fouls that one off. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Is looked at. Low changeup called for a strike. A very, very nice pitch by Eder. As if he keeps pitching this well, he'll make a case for himself as being that 5th starter in our rotation. As starts Christian Walker out with a fastball at 94, right past him. As Walker now responds with that fastball right up the middle. But 1 out base runner here, and now we have Tyrone Taylor. Watches the curveball come in for a strike. 0-1. As we'll see if we can get a double play here with Eder. 1-1 is a changeup not located well. As the curveball for the 1-2 is not too great and will bounce away. Runner on second now, 1 out, no double play opportunity. As we'll see if we can attack him with a fastball here. That's fouled away. One out.
Bounce to the right. Oh,
That's
great
hit
grab
to
of the
second.
guy.
A very nice play made by Curtis Mead.
Well, with the runner in scoring position
And
right
that's
there on
the
second base,
second
that
out.
dive
Possibly
prevents a
saves
run,
a
but on top of
run.
it, you get it out. Happy with just preventing a
As
run.
we see
Nice
Curtis
job right
Mead
there.
go full extension. Keeps it in the infield. Makes the play. Mike Brosseau
Rolled over to third.
steps in. Will
And
foul
he
off.
picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. 2 outs
Hey,
with a
2
runner
down.
at
And
third.
0-1 pitch is
Now a pop up on the
popped
infield.
up. I want to make the play.
But it's the
Yes,
pitch
I'm
that
able to
makes
make the play. And there's the second inning done.
Milwaukee leads.
As Eaters
Welcome back. On to the
done
third
very
inning.
well
Here's
through
the speed
2.
threat. Edmundo
35 pitches coming into the third.
Sosa, ninth in today's
So
lineup.
we're only looking at for 3 innings basically out of him today.
Ground ball, left side.
As Sosa
Base hit.
grounds that in the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Leadoff base runner for Milwaukee. I do wish we had a switch hitter that could lead off for us, but we just don't really have one right now. Maybe I'll look for that
Let off the
sometime
game
during the
strikeout.
season or right before the season.
Aboard here at first with nobody out.
But
This to center
coming
field.
right at Terang, he flies that one, able to come in and make the play. 1 out in the third. Eder's doing pretty well so far. Nothing to complain about.
First offering and it just misses.
And that one is outside a little bit for a ball.
Have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard.
Oh, Blue, what do you mean?
Next offering is foul.
Okay, fouled. Garrett Mitchell decides to swing at an awful pitch. 2-1 though. Trying to get a possible double play. 97 speed from Garrett Mitchell does not help that.
Right back to the mound.
But I'm able to snag that one quick. And the quick feed. Eder to second.
One hit in the inning,
And the
but
throw to
nothing
second
more
is
than
in
that.
time
Head
to
down
get
to the
Garrett
home
Mitchell.
half of inning
As
number
we
3.
watch this play develop. Hit hard back. A nice snag by Eder. And the throw by short is in time to get him at first.
No one down here.
Start of the fourth. Up now for Milwaukee.
Who is our shortstop? Jacob Gonzalez is right now.
Eater back to
We're
work.
gonna let Yelich get
Popped up,
yup,
territory
perfect.
behind the plate.
we're gonna let Eder stay in this ball game.
Reaches into the stands.
As that is a nice play reaching over. Oh my, Sebi Savala with a nice catch.
Willie Adames.
Willie Adames will bat with 1 out.
That misses the zone.
Watching
Ball
that
one.
first pitch curveball go low for a ball.
Right through there for a strike.
Right back in for a strike there. 1-1 pitch is fouled off there outside fastball. The 3-pitch mix is kind of rough though. Would like to have a 4th in the mix. As Adames fouls it off, Vaughn goes over, makes the play. 2 outs here in the 4th.
Now you would actually say that
And
to your teammate that
Jake
dugout.
Eder will look to do. Whoa, he almost gets murdered as Contreras hits it hard up the middle. Jake Eder will face his last batter here in Christian Walker. And swung through very early on the 0-0 fastball.
Strike one. Bounced out to
That's
short.
gonna be pulled. Gonzalez makes the play at short. Throws it to first. And that'll be 4 solid innings for Jake Eder.
And there's a new arm on the mound.
As Michael Kopech steps in. We will let this game play out as is as we fast forward to the end of the game. And we see them get a run in the top of the 5th. Another run here in the top of the 6th. See if we are able to keep this game, possibly get another win. As we get a run there driven in by our leadoff man. Tim Anderson drove that run in. Good for him. 1 for 1. As Addison Barger 1 for 1 on his day. Cesar Hernandez 2 for 4. And that's gonna tie the game. Willie Adames home run. Going to the bottom of the ninth. And Gavin Sheets will walk it off for us in the bottom of the ninth. Pinch hit, 2-run home run. As Gavin Sheets continues to have a very good spring. So he's trying to make a case for our permanent DH first base, that corner outfield position. As he comes in bottom 9 off of a very good closer, Devin Williams. And it's a 2-run shot. As Jake Getter had a very good outing. Going 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 Ks. And then we had a 3 runs spread throughout the bullpen. Tyler Matzik, no runs given up as he tries to lower that ERA. But we're going to sim a few more days. And let's see here. We are 4-8. I think we'll sim to this game after the to the 8s. And we are 6-10 now. 16 games in. Let's check out the stats. As Benintendi now hitting .436 over almost 40 at-bats. Curtis Mead, 217, has 2 home runs though now. Evan Carter struggling a little bit, so gonna move him down in the order. Jacob Gonzalez as well, gonna take him out for Addison Barger. And actually, Tim Anderson will get that spot as we get closer to the regular season. We'll start to let the guys that will play more and more in our everyday lineup get that time. So, but Curtis Mead, 217, that's okay. And we'll keep him in for now. Gavin Sheets, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, a .361 average, so he's kind of locking in that 4 spot for himself. Andrew Vaughn has 2 home runs. Let's look through the bench. Colton Wong, 15 at-bats, a .467. Good to have another contact bat up the middle. He can come off the bench. He doesn't need to play every day. We saw Barger with 200. Carlos Perez a .231. Olivares a .280 and 25 at-bats. Oscar Carlos has not gotten at-bats yet this spring, so we are going to get him some of those. Alec Thomas is hitting .300, so 3 hits and 10 at-bats is much better than he has been doing. Jacob Gonzalez not doing great so far this season, so he's going to be starting in AAA. As we see, he's not doing too great. Lenyon Sosa, wasn't really expecting him to get money at bats. Ramon Ornelas is still struggling a ton. 0 for 18. I don't know if he's drawn a walk, but that is the struggle bus right there. Vizcaino is not too much better, as they are definitely telling me they will be starting in the minor leagues. DePaula doing well in the opportunities that he is getting. And Gilbert Sanchez is 1 for 5. So, let's take a look at our pitching. Kopech, a 6 ERA. I just don't know what to do with him. Signed him to a 3-year extension leading to arbitration, or leading to free agency, which we can ultimately let him move on. We will see. James Paxton doing well in his opportunity. Jack Flaherty as well. Tehran not so much, as we'll look to give that opportunity to, let's go, Nick Nastrini, just because Jake Getter has not been doing as well as when we used him, but 5.27 in 13 innings is not great. Barry Santos been our best reliever, it seems, but everybody seems to have been getting some innings. Ben Joyce has not, so definitely want to get him some innings, but I'll take Hollowell's innings, sub that for Tyler Matzik, as I feel like we are good on lefties most of the time. Darwin's Hernandez. So we'll see who ends up making our major league bullpen. We have a lot of 70s or so, and other teams might be not as deep. So that could be good for us in the long run, able to send some bench pieces away. But let's get into this player lock game. Curtis Mead we have not used yet. Second base righty, top 50 in real life. He's had some regression, had some progression so far this spring training. A couple other people have as well. It looks like a lot of this is coach related. Yeah, it looks like all of this is coach related. So in we go with Curtis Mead here against the 11-6 Giants. Lamont Wade a 354, Mitch Haniger a 409. For us, we got Tim Anderson a 412. Oscar Colas getting his first at bats. And now we hop into another spring training game here. And we will get right to our first at bat here. Sonny Gray struggling. Holy. Wow, 15 ERA through 3 starts, about 15 innings. And now Curtis Mead will hit for the first time, top of the first. He has a very interesting stance. And that's going to be a nice slurve there by Gray. He's had an up and down career. As we get the 0-1. And that is hit well. Not as well as I thought off the bat. Oh my goodness. The play's gonna be made. We got 1 run, bottom of the 3rd. And that's gonna be hit hard. Mead going to his left a little. Makes the play. Throw to first. Now Wilmer. James Paxton trying to keep it a 1-run game. That is hit lightly. Curtis makes the play. Throws it to first. And 2 left on as we go into the 4th inning, trying to get the Chicago White Sox first hit of the ball game. Sonny Gray has brought his ERA from 15 to 11 or so. 11.37, so good for him, but let's get something going. Huh. Another nice moving pitch on the edge of the zone. Had I check swing on. 0-1. See if we get a high fastball. Oh. Look at those two. Super hard to hit those. 0-2 count though. Watches that slurve go all the way out. 1-2. Curtis trying to get us on the hit board. That's slightly hit. Foot race to first. High toss to Sonny Gray covering. That's an easy cover. As we're now in the bottom of the 4th for a fielding opportunity. That's hit hard. Curtis going to second, able to make the play. Throw to first is in time. And to the 5th we go after a double play to end the bottom of the 4th. Tim Anderson, Curtis Mead hyping each other up. Hopefully they can hype each other into a hit here. But into the 5th inning we go for a fielding play. Thiaro Estrada hitting here with a man on first. A good contact guy, always puts the ball in play. And Sebi Savala botches the transfer. Runner in scoring position now for the Giants. As Paxton still in the game here as he looks to extend his arm before the end of spring training, get ready for the regular season where he'll be throwing a few more pitches. This will probably be his last inning of work anyway, but 2 outs now, and now we got our first base hits. We got 2 hits now in the 6th inning. Logan Webb. Giants have a good pitching staff.
First offering is fouled
As
off.
he's a nice sinker ball pitcher. 90 overall right now. Coming off back-to-back very good years. Had 220 innings. Holy shnikes. Averaging basically 7
And
per
righty
start.
deals. And that one fouled
And a
off.
slider just a little bit low. Fouled off. 0-2, 2 outs, 1-run game.
Righty delivers.
Curtis Mead
On the ground to short.
grounds that one. Easy play for short. Tosses it to second.
So one hit. Mike Yastrzemski up
As
here. He's
Jack
0 for.
Flaherty is now pitching. Strange. People in the starting rotation are getting
Tapped on the ground
bullpen, but
softly to short. Anderson. The throw to second.
but that is tapped lightly.
Good fastball in on the hands, makes the
Throw to
swing a little
us at
defensive,
second.
jammed him up right
Mead throws to first, not in
Pitch hitter
time.
coming on.
And
Yoan
Mead
Moncada.
will get
He's
hit,
got the
pinch hit
go-ahead run out
4
there
by
in
Yoan
scoring
Moncada in the 8th inning. I will hit here as we go against Taylor Rogers.
Pop foul out of
The
play.
94-mile-an-hour sinker. We are late on. Who would have guessed? That is fouled back.
Pitch in the dirt.
And low slider for a ball.
The go-ahead run is at second.
1 out here. Go ahead on second. Gonna take that slider inside. 2-1 trying to give us the lead.
That's
Trying to
inside.
get us close to 500 during spring training as we can, just for morale's sake, especially with that
Jose
awful
Iglesias
0-5 plus
in the
start.
on-deck circle for the White Sox.
3-1 though. 3 straight sliders.
Next offering is fouled
Make
back.
it a 4th. As that is fouled off. Full count. 1 out. Moncada hitting 222 for spring.
Fouled off again.
And
it remains
late on that one. Fouled off. Little low. Could have been called either way though. You never know.
3-2.
3-2. Taken outside.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there.
And
With first
we
base
got
open, walked out of
Jose
that field.
Iglesias
Set up a
now.
double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Mason Black gets the call from the pen.
As we'll watch a high fastball now. Iglesias definitely has the highest clutch. Him and Benintendi, I think, are very high. He is 99 clutch. So he's just one of those guys. As there is a nice changeup thrown by Mason Black, right on the black.
Preparing to come on if needed.
But Jose Iglesias, it might be his final year before retiring.
Runners on the move.
As we do a hit and run to perfection, as we're able to score one, take the lead, first and third now.
Another clutch run scoring at
As Jose Iglesias does exactly what he's done his whole career.
Clutch if you want.
Timely hits, play good baseball.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
As now we have a 1-run lead, and Edward Olivares steps up here. Runner on first and third.
In the air, right
That's
side.
popped up,
Hanger has
not
beat on
too
it.
deep, but deep enough to send him. We're gonna send both as well.
The throws
As
off
we're
line.
gonna score him, it's gonna be a 2-run ball
They
game.
had a chance to add to their lead right there,
As
and
Edward
they
Olivares
did
hits
nice
that
job of getting it done.
pop
Really good
up just
execution
for
right at bat.
just far enough for us to score the run. Now Yolbert Sanchez.
Popped up.
Oh, a pitch to drive. It's just
Makes
popped
the
up.
catch. And
Bottom
that
of
is
the
that.
8th we go with a
So remaining in the game
2-run
defensively,
lead.
Yoan Moncada. He entered the game
And
at
we're-
pinch hit and now man second base.
We're gonna let both of these guys in the pen sit down.
Michael Conforto.
And we're gonna bring in, let's see, we're gonna bring in Ben Joyce for his
Sox
first
going with a new arm.
spring training opportunity. We'll see how that goes as we simulate to the 9th inning. And he's able to have a 1-2-3 inning. Ramon Ornelas gets his first hit of spring training, and it's a home run. Thank God he got one. as that is going to give us a 5-1 lead. That is what we will end with as Aniel De Los Santos closes out the game. Ornelas hits his first professional home run, as we just needed him to get one before the end of spring training. Oscar Colas gets on the hit board as well for spring, as lots of people are able to come in these games and get opportunities. I like that about spring training. Whatever their programming is, it really lets a lot of people get opportunities, which is very nice. Very, very nice. But there is contract extensions available for a few people. Tim Anderson, he's going to hit free agency, and he just... why would he want to stay here? He wants to go play good baseball. He's been with the White Sox since 2016. So, we will thank him for his service. But we might end up trading him as well, just to give him the opportunity for us to get something back. Jose Iglesias, the same thing. Just a veteran that might give a good team an opportunity to succeed. But these relievers, we'll see once more trade deadline and All-Star break, when we'll see how people are performing for contract extensions. As we will go a day before the regular season here, and it's Jake Etter versus Logan Webb. We will get into another player lock, but we'll probably end up playing the game after the 5th or 6th inning, potentially. As let's look through the lineup before the end of spring training. 356. Do a quick glance, because we can go over this again before the end of the spring training after this game. Ornelas, he's got 2 hits. That's all we needed. But Logan Webb, and let's see, I think, Gavin Sheets has good power. I can use him, just cruise up into his 3rd at-bat, and then I can take over the whole team, probably. As we can get some full few inning gameplay, as I don't want to play another full game, of course, in this episode. But Jake Etter's trying to get a good last outing here in spring training. Gavin Sheets has had one of the hottest spring trainings with 7 home runs, 11 OPS. But here he is, first at bat. Taken inside sinker for a strike. Nice pitch there to start the at bat by Logan Webb. And now Sheets will look at the inside changeup to even up the count. Hitting 321 so far as well on the season, making a case for himself. And that's gonna be inside for a ball. 2-1. And before the regular season as well, I think off stream I'm gonna do the minor league and the MLB rosters, who will end up making that. We'll go over that before we play opening day. But I'm very excited to get into year 2. See the progression of the guys we drafted, we've brought in. And there's a lot of new talent here in the Chicago White Sox system on all levels. So we can see who might stay, who might go, who might be a good long-term piece. As we swing behind that sinker, just directly in the middle of the zone. Should have smacked it. 2-2 now from Logan Webb. Hit hard, right to second base, and that will be an easy out. Oh, offline. The throw to first isn't in time, as we are able to make it to first. And Tim Anderson now bats for his first time in this inning in the game. 3-2 though, we are on the move. As Tim Anderson hits that. directly to third. Play is made, and that's the first inning. We'll get to Gavin Sheets' second at bat. Bottom of the fourth. One hit so far. Logan Webb has been dealing so far, as that sinker is just topped foul. Makes it very hard to hit the ball hard if it's a good sinker. And that's going to be popped up. Easy play to left field. And we will get to Gavin Sheets' third at bat, which means we are also going to take off player lock. In case you don't know how to do that, you just go into subs, right trigger, and there you go. So, in we go, 2 outs. Oh, it was right there. We botched the PCI. But 2 outs here, 3-0 for the Giants. Let me get somebody up in the bullpen. I'll use Ben Joyce. Now, we try to get a hit here with Gavin Sheets. Keep his hot spring training going. Should have left that one in the grave. Anthony DeSclafani, 13 pitches in the inning. And Gavin Sheets is going to ground that to second base. Easy play. Into the 7th inning we go. And Ben Joyce will come on in. Also going to bring in, let's see, in the outfield, Jose De Paula, I hope. Yep. And then, yep, I think that will be the defensive substitutions. Maybe we can bring in Alec Thomas for right and left. Perfect. And now Ben Joyce for his inning. Starts it at a 101 fastball, a little bit low. Second pitch is hit in to left field. Nice out play by Alec Thomas coming in. And now Raimel Tapia will hit for Patrick Bailey. Watches the slider in for a strike. 0-1. Fouled off. We have a quick 0-2 to Raimel Tapia. Takes it 1-0-2 inside. Good take there. He fouls the 98-mile-an-hour two-seam off. But the 1-2. That's put in the gap to Paulo, ranging over. Makes a nice play, showing that whole height out of him. 6'4", but he uses all of that height to range in the outfield. But ball 1 there by Ben Joyce. That's going to be hit hard up the middle. Disappointing. Now Conforto hits for Thiago Estrada here in the 7th inning. He'll take a first pitch fastball in for a strike. And that's gonna be an easy out to second. Conforto slap that thing hard right to second base. Now Ryan Murphy comes in to pitch a 1.2 ERA for the spring for him. And he starts with a very nice cutter, does not get the call. Tim Anderson trying to extend his hit streak. As he hits that down third base, the play is made, nice throw. And now we got Jose De Paula. 323 average this spring, and that's gonna go up even more as he hits that one hard into the gap. And we'll see if he's able to stretch this anymore, and he will. As it's an errant throw, he will move on up to third. So we'll get a double and a throw in error. As De Paula with a nice swing, hits it hard, finds the gap. And now Andrew Vaughn. He perfects that. 106 back up the middle. And that'll be the Chicago White Sox first run of the ball game, which will bring in Scott Alexander here to face Evan Carter. Let's see, do we maybe hit for? Damn, if it was a righty, I have a lot of options, but I think we're just gonna keep Evan Carter in here.
And now Evan Carter. Swing and a miss.
Oh, a shitty slider right there. As we're gonna swing over that one. Oh, that's an even worse slider. But 0-2 now to Evan Carter. Very nice sinker right on the inside plate. Sebi Savallo will get pinch hit for. Let's see. I think I would rather one of the young guys be used. Let's go. Let's get Jacob Gonzalez the at bat. 222 so far during the spring. Trying to drive one here. Takes that one after this inning. I think I'll sim to the end. We'll go over some spring training stats, and then we can look forward to opening day. But 2-0 here to Jacob Gonzalez. Swung right through that one a little bit late. 2-1. Inside, ball 3. Alec Thomas on deck. He can't hit lefties at all, so he will be getting pinch hit for. As that will be in for a strike, a nice outer half sinker. As that's gonna be put down the line, that'll be a possible double. And he is going to be safe at second after the throw into third. Tying runs on second and third. Alec Thomas will not be put in this position to hit. As we see, his stats against lefties are not very high. Ramon Ornelas, 71 clutch. That's what we like. And we'll give him an opportunity to be clutch with that 074 average. Why not? As he'll watch that pitch go outside for a ball. 71 clutch it regardless of lefty righties. It gives him the opportunity to hit timely at bats. That's it. He will do a half swing, get called for a strike there. 1-1. Trying to tie this game. And he will possibly do just that, as that will not be enough to tie the game. He will drive in a run. And now Keaton Wynn will hit. Will come in to pitch. Curtis Mead will hit.
These are the spots relievers
really
make a name for themselves. Late and close.
That is not gonna work. Sorry, my boy. 2 outs, bottom 7, 3-2 game. 2 runners on.
And the 1-0.
And Curtis Mead is gonna hit that very well directly to second base. And that's gonna end the inning. And we'll have Carlos Perez come in. Ben Joyce will be taken out here for Gregory Santos, as he's having an amazing spring. 13 innings, a .68 ERA. As we are gonna sim. That's a good inning out of him. We are gonna bring in Addison Barger now to hit for Jake Berger. And he gets a single. Gavin Sheets will be pinch hit for as well, as he's 0 for 3 on the day. And I will hit that here with Vizcaino, and a lefty comes in, unfortunately. But we'll see our first at bat here with Vizcaino.
Now at the plate, Oliver Vizcaino.
Oh, hits that ground ball up the middle, and that will be a double play for the Giants. And now Tim Anderson will be pinch hit for Lenyon Sosa. Trying to get as many people at bats as possible, we can see. Darwin Hernandez gets a nice 1-2-3. And now De Paula will lead it off here against Camilo Doval. Round out for him. Let's see. Edward Olivares will hit here for Andrew Vaughn. Round out, Evan Carter will walk. We don't have another catcher, but I'd rather a better hitter come in. Jose Iglesias, fielder's choice, and that will be the ball game, and that will be spring training in terms of gameplay. As we'll hop out of this one and go over some stats. We can talk a little bit about who's going to make the roster, but going to be wrapping up the episode here in a few minutes. Benintendi, obviously. We're going to only go over the guys that were really in question. Curtis Mead struggled towards the end, so he'll be down at the AAA level to begin. Oscar Colas, 208, so we will see how the roster shapes out. Andrew Vaughn is somebody we're going to keep at the major league level. Evan Carter, 176. So, we'll see. As we have some depth, we may start him in AAA. Let him hit a little bit and then get brought up. Colton Wong, 429. Very good to see. Addison Barger hit a 278, and he can play a lot of positions, so he has an opportunity to be on the opening day roster. Olivares hit a 281, and his opportunities. Cesar Hernandez, a 385. He mainly hit against lefties, but he did a great job in doing so. 286 for Alec Thomas. That's a lot higher than what he normally does. Moncada is what he is. Gonzalez struggled a little bit with that 239 average. Sosa did not get a hit. Ornelas struggled. 1 home run though. Vizcaino struggled. De Paula did well, so we'll see him AA, AAA level. Hopefully, maybe at the end, maybe be a September call-up. On the pitching side of things, Davis Martin did well in his opportunity, while Julio Teheran struggled. Jordan Holloway is what he is. Santos making a case for being our best reliever out of the bullpen right now. Ben Joyce, not seeing any progression yet, but he's doing his job, 225. Aaron Bummer, a 138. So we have a lot of bullpen arms. Some guys will be in AAA to start. Hollowell, Darwinism Hernandez. Matzik is what he is. Alex Young will be in AAA. So that is spring training for us as we see our starting pitching. Jake Getter did a pretty good job, I'll say. A 3.65 in 24 innings. Flaherty could be bouncing back and getting into form. We signed him for a 5-year deal because he has potential to be one of those guys. James Paxton, we needed a veteran lefty. Felt like he was a good pickup. Michael Kopech needs to figure it the fuck out. But that will be all here, as we will make sure we save this. After every episode, I've had a couple times where I've come into a struggle bus because I forgot. But that will do for today's episode of Spring Training. Next episode, Year 2 Opening Day. I am very excited. And who will we start out against? We will start out at the Coliseum. and the Oakland Athletics, as I will bounce back, go back in, and send some people up, send people down, and make all of our minor league and major league rosters. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe, let me know any feedback. As always, Rig Gaming. We gone.